Oh, oh, oh. It's burning and it's quite cold out actually. In, you know, the total of things. It's cold. Just like the game's music. But the game's music, I wouldn't really describe as cold, more cool. This is the point where the game... Thank you, game. That was a little bit late on the punchline, but you followed. Slight delay. Click. Yes, of course. I've seen this a bit, you know, just a slight tad of seeing. Okay, what the hell happened last time? Your rent is due on the 30th. Please make sure your account has the necessary $10,000 or you'll be evicted. Very cool. Jill bought what she wanted and she's pleased with herself. She will surely focus at work. Surely. There's no way she couldn't. Have a very nice day. That's a good way, yeah. Not just have a nice day. A very nice day. Do we have any news? First space colony plans to develop its own... Ah, okay, that's not... That doesn't sound too good. In fact, I'd say that sounds horrible. What was the anime that had like a Mars colony, the Mars colony revolted, and the protagonist was like a teenager, and he was like, oh, I can't remember the name. It was weird though. I think it was like quite good. Anyway, even though space was imagined as the promised land, a place where humanity could start over, I mean, don't you need... I assume you don't have plants and stuff, but maybe you do. It looks like we're about to repeat the same mistakes from our past. Yum yum, mistakes. The first space colony... Shin out the paradise, okay. It's currently in talks to develop its own privately owned army. Ooh, not only an army, but it's privately owned. That's how you know it's very good. No corruption at all in that one. Let's see. Following alleged threats from a notorious terrorist group. We're discussing it right now, but the law is most likely approved. We'll have an army and we'll defend our motherland from any terrorist threat. Alice Rabbit chimed in during a private stream. This terrorist group does not exist. Don't let the Outer Paradise government fool you. The only reason for this law is so that they can have more control of the population. Alice Rabbit is in space too. Space Rabbit. Woman marries anime pillow. Well, lad. Well. Ladess. What a joke. No one is actually surprised. I remember a time when wacky stuff like this made lots of headlines, but even though I'm reporting on it, I can't help but think how mundane it's become. I mean, we live in a world where you can just plug into the internet and live there for as long as your wallet can afford related feeds. Reading the full sentence and then speaking it is a key part of comprehension. Lots of people get married in these virtual spaces thanks to new technologies. The traditional view on human relationships has changed so much that someone marrying a literal object feels a bit tame currently. If the pillow had some form of intelligence, it might be somewhat different, but it's just a plain generic anime hug pillow. Get with the time, grandmother. Grandmother? Darling, can you pass me my Yoko Oppai pillow, please? I just can't sleep on a Sunday evening without my Yoko Oppai body pillow. Well, no. Well, no, you can't marry your own son. I don't know the law in this world, so no comments. Yeek. The final remaster leads to the video game charts. Leads to? Where the fuck did 2 come from? Leads the video game charts too. The newest remaster of 2016's Yeek, a postmodern RPG open space. I feel like I've heard of this. Isn't that the one with the ginger bearded protagonist that seemed very... What's the word? This! It looks like that! It. Calling it an actual human being it. Well, you know, that's what it is. Blah, 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 blah. Copies shipped on its launch day. Other titles this week include new releases such as Hatsune Miku Project Remaster and Sting's Face Remastered. Hatsune Miku. That's good. Very good. I like Water Pro Wrestling. Dang it. Ron Paul. This is the 3rd final this year. Well, no more new news. Go to work. Working time. Good evening. Oh shit, voices. Oh no. Ah, Jill, I'm just about to get firecrackers. I distinctly remember us talking about those. It's New Year's, right? We need to get some. Wouldn't firecrackers scare off the dot? Yeah. You get some firecrackers. That's a good idea. I'll be back in a bit. Even for a cat lover, you sure get excited about firecrackers. A whole lot more when dogs are involved. I know how hypocritical it sounds, but I don't think I care. Ah, Jamie's here. Greetings. And he's gone. Anyway, let's start. What if I just... Oh, I got an achievement! I just like it, okay. No comment. It's a good song. It's a very good song. I would have put the remix on, but that's a bit too thingy. This has got like a nice... yeah, like this part. It's a background melody that's quite soft, whereas the remix is a little bit harder. Time to mix drinks and change links. Or acts, as the Americans call it. And the guy that wouldn't come back twice. Ingram. Yeah, shut up. I cannot remember. This music is very good. Also very loud. Now it's a little bit quiet. Yeah, that's good, I think. I think that's good. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Maybe I should try and give him a more distinct voice. By any chance did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? Yo, sorry son, you're from Yorkshire now. Terrible thing, I know. Oh shit, reading. There were lots of weird explosion noises throughout the night, but that's a bit normal. As far as I understand, those were made by a flying drone or some thing. So it flew by here. I take it you know what made the noises then? Or you're just being weird? Let's just keep it at whatever drone story you heard. Okay. The noise got annoying after a while, I must say. So it remained in the vicinity. I don't know what counts as in the vicinity. Like, do you mean in the city? Or in, you know, around the block, like distant explosions all night? Interesting. So it didn't get far away. Now get me a Mars Blast. Mars Blast for the guy that wouldn't come back. Bam, bum, bum, bam, 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 bam. Mars Blast. You can call me Doom Guy because I'm gonna take this big fucking gun. I'm gonna show you a Mars Blast. Well, you didn't mess it up, but I told you I was gonna show you it. Sorry if I may interject. Cool. Ingram, you would fucking lose if you tried to. I respect the balls it takes to just be like, instantly, are you trying to fight me? Looking for a fight? Most just punctuating my sentences with most certainly not. Do you really think you stand a chance? You're like half his size and you look scrawny. I can fight dirty. My boy, he kills people for like for his job. I can fight dirty. I can fight dirty. I can. Jill, please, you make me sound like a savage. It would be like me saying that you get people drunk for a living. Which you do, which I do. It's not wrong, but there are better ways of saying things like this. You're right, I do apologize. He will kill you though, by the way. Don't fight. He might kill you. He might not actually kill you, but there's a decent chance he could. And might. And like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed you seem to like strong drinks. I mean, he just ordered a Mars Blast. I wouldn't exactly call that strong. It has 2 commentary in it. Anyway. Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar. I didn't come to believe I was the only one who enjoyed them, aside from the owner. May I suggest you try the suplex next time? It may be to your liking. Ingram and James. I'm not saying anything, I'm just saying Ingram and James. Fill in the blanks. Okay, let's try this Fuck your accent, where'd you go? Okay, let's try the suplex thing. Alright then. Let's give Ingram a suplex. That sounds like a good idea. Suplex! Box. Plow. This seems like an old-fashioned. Good stuff. Like a less burning but punchier pound driver. The accent's changed. Yorkshire boys, I'm sorry, but you're fucking gone. So your face looks so half familiar, mister. Call me Jamie, and you are. I'm Ingram. Anyway, I think I've seen your face somewhere. And if it's fucking changed again, I swear to God. Constantly changing like a fucking chameleon. Maybe when I needed to look for a specific file, it's... Did you perhaps go through a nanomachine expunge? I did actually. Figured as much. Only a handful of people do that. And almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection. That's a bit hard. Rejection. I feel oddly suicidal. So I go through all the whole thing. Rejection. Need to hide something. The second one. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means to detect you. I see. So you two been talking a bit without my interruption. How does this stuff work? You lie in a pressure chamber and they give you a special IV solution. It causes nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies needed to prevent them from getting back in. For 5 hours you're trapped in a bed while feeling horrible pressure building up in your body, and nanomachines are forced out. They're like little needles all over your body. Accent please. I need to grasp this one because it's... I feel it slipping. You feel them in your eyes, your gums, your toes, everywhere. And after that, they need to implant you with a mechanism that constantly releases the same antibodies. Ouch. Thank you, chill. Ingram and Jamie? What are you having, Jamie? It's the gut punch. Yeah, I should have figured. Hey, give me one of those. Okay. Let's give him a gut punch. Again. A perfect idea. I know what I'm doing. H pow, kick pow. Yeah, wait, here. Well, I don't know. I mean, he's here, but I think I forgot his name. John Face made his drink. Yeah, I love these. It looks a little different from yours though. I had a couple of extras in this actually. So where's the antibody unit they stuck you with, Jamie? Inside, like all of the maintenance systems. Inside. Very specific, thank you. Ah! Ow. It can be troublesome at times, but the perks of not having nanomachines in their body outweigh the cons. And the rest of the enhancements, were you reconstructed or have you been adding them over time? Over time, betting either by getting a much needed enhancement or through fixing injuries. I see. Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie, but I gotta leave. Nice meeting you, Ingram. A decent conversation, including Ingram. Would you look at that? That's rare. Dickhead. Don't count on it. You've said that twice now. Shut up. He seemed like a nice guy. Maybe you need to have that cyber eye checked in. I won't call him a bastard, but I don't think he's the nicest of guys. Maybe you caught him on a bad day. Imagine being so lucky you caught someone on 3 bad days. No, I just think that you might be that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Oddly enough. That guy tires the hell out of me. Ah. Yeah, Alma. English. Sounds in a good mood. The bad touch. Give me a bad touch, will you? That's where you'll be in a good mood too. A bad touch from Alma. Rocks. Here you go. Jill, you have such a petty taste of humor. Guilty as charged, I suppose. Well then, so what put you in the good mood? Oh yes, that. Today, my sister was supposed to be in court for all the custody proceedings. But, of course, not only does she show up later than her husband, but she's also drunk as that. But also dressed like she got fucked in the back of a parking lot. Quite nice indeed, even for most people's standards. And to top it off, she even forgot to bring her kids. Luckily, my parents brought them to court. The judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. So she really messed up then. Like proper. When they came back to the house and Diana started throwing a tantrum. She said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because the angst would make her jump into the highway. Family drama from Alma, big fun. So Ava comes and says, then make sure it kills you because we aren't dealing with you as a cripple. I shouldn't I shouldn't reinforce his behavior, but I don't know, maybe it was the timing, but I've been laughing for a good hour now. You hold quite the animosity for Diana, don't you? Well, she and I used to be the closest of friends when I was 7 or 8. We played all the time, we even slept on the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teen. We stopped playing, she had other things she wanted to do. I could forgive all of those things, I suppose. I mean, the age difference and all. But there's something in particular I still can't forgive. It was a day she invited her friends to the house, and I went to ask her for something. Oh, I can feel the yikes from before the text even appears. As I was leaving, one of her friends asked if I was her sister. So there's just like a random fucking small child in your house for no reason, like. She's a fucking idiot. They like do a convincing lie. Ouch. I think that was the moment that finally broke the pedestal I held her on. I admired her as much as a kid could admire someone, you know? Little by little, that adoration wore off, and finally we reached the breaking point. I felt betrayed, unsurprisingly. And you haven't been able to forgive her after 40 years? It's not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather the fact that the Diana that said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana I know today. She hasn't changed. How so? Like I said, she hasn't matured one bit. She's still selfish, childish, and immature as she was back then. When you see her, you don't see an adult, you see an overgrown, horny teen. Bonk. So aside from destroying any admiration I held for her, she made sure not to fix that impression either. Well, enough about me. How are you doing? Everything's fine, aside from this note. A note? Remember how I told you how I lashed out at my ex's, my dead ex's sister? Yikes. Big yikers. Yes. Go. Well, I got this note from her. Let's see. Wow, she must really feel quite bad about this whole thing then. As do I. So what's the problem? The same problem that drove me away from her in the first place. Right. Give a Brantini, will you? There's a little story I want to tell you. Okay. I feel like you can tell me before I give you it, but... I may as well. It is my job, technically. Brandtini. I can't imagine this would be nice. But then again, I don't really have any brandy. I don't have, like, personal brandies. I should get a brandy. I have, like, a decent amount of whiskey, a shit ton of rum. Decent amount of vodka. Not much tequila, but I got some. Anna! I don't know why I'm excited to see her. I know nothing about Anna. Okay, this is the thing. Let's start. Boo. No. Oh god, no. This is the story of a girl who grew disillusioned with one of her sisters. Soon it became animosity, and not long after, she distanced herself completely from said sister. With time, the girl would become attached to her eldest sister, looking up to it. With time, that girl would become attached to her eldest sister, looking up to her achievements. All I can... all I can look at right now is those bobs, they're all blobs. Not now. Said sister would even marry the girl's best friend not soon after. After the girl went to college, said sister would quit her job. The sister was so worried sick about her baby kid alone, prompting her to quit her high-ranking job. What if I hire your high-ranking lives? Anna, please. Shut up. Shh. The girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she held her in high esteem for. She was no longer a child, and yet she felt like a part of her had crumbled. Joe, hey Joe, you want me to like lift this feather? You want to see, don't you? Like, come on, come on. All right, enough. Peace. It's the I'm about to head out. I know the girl is you and the sister is your eldest sister. Please get to the point. Right. The point is, if you don't face her, she will be heavily disappointed. She's trying to make amends with you over a mistake that she thinks she caused. That must take courage, lots of it. Yeah, you're right. I know. Anyway, my mouth is dry. How about a beer? A beer. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Ice and beer. Thank you. So tell me, did you and this Gabby girl get a wrong? Along. Oh yeah, I never had brothers or sisters, but once Lenore introduced me to her as her sister-in-law, she got excited about having a new sister that she clung to me a lot. I helped her through her studies, I read books to her, played with her a lot. She was pretty much my sister. Ooh. And then she hasn't seen you for like a couple years, and then she sees you and screams at you, and now we're up to date. I have to leave, but I'll tell you this. As both big and little sister, if you don't want to grant the girl a chance of talking to you, I'll never forgive you. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a small New Year's party on Saturday if you're interested. If you're interested. Oh sure, yes, I'll be there. Oh, remember, I won't forgive you. Yeah. Next, I'll go take my break now. All right. You're still here? You were quite absorbed in the conversation just now. Jamie even said goodbye to you and you didn't hear. Good impression. Anyways, call me if something comes. The song's just about to start. I'm gonna play the remix now. It's now safe to keep playing. I was worried then, just in case I suddenly got a chop to the neck and just disabled my arms. That'd be unfortunate. But now it's safe to keep playing. There's a 100% guarantee that I won't lose functions in my arms, which is a plus. Jill, a kid's looking for you. I don't know if you've been aware of this. Yeah. Oh shit. Wait, that's not the kid I was expecting. You ain't allowed to be here. We've specifically talked about this, Norman. Hey. Norma. Whew. Oh. Is this what's gonna happen now? Hey Anna, turn the shit back on, I was watching that. You're back. Oh fuck you. Don't say fuck you, you're the child. Don't do that. You really don't need to do it. You do know I'm not giving you any drinks still. But that was a fine thing to say out loud. Yeah, actually, I wanted to thank you. Whew. Thank me? Well, for starters, for not complying and giving me alcohol. Illegal. Everything else would have fallen apart if I had some. Well, not necessarily. I could have given you just like a small bit. It's not going to kill you. Unless current year alcohol is very strong. I don't think it's especially strong. Oh, so responsible, Joe. I kind of faced my mother. Mom feels difficult for me to say. And told her all about the pressure she was putting on me, and she stabbed my hamster. Jesus Christ. Didn't expect that to happen, so I'm back and I'm gonna drink some alcohol this time. Sorry, it's gonna happen. And I said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. And well, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. Good parenting, very good. I'm a fan of it. Your parent seems like a massive dick. What the fuck? After that, she told me it'd be a waste of money to spend money in a university just for me to not give it my all. So she told me to still go to the college course, but that I was free. Just drink something. Mysterious something you'll never know. It is squash. She told me to still go to the college course, but I was free to explore. Well, glad to hear that, I suppose. And well, I wanted to thank you for that. Nice. Me? If I just rushed headfirst into my original plan, things would have gotten ugly. And you were right, I would only be hurting her for the sake of hurting her. So thanks. She seems like the type of person that wouldn't be too annoyed at you for intentionally hating her. My child doesn't want to take the course I planned out for them like a robot. I'm not going to talk to you for 2 days. No weirdo. Don't worry about it. It worked out, apparently. I'll leave before it's too late outside. Be careful. Oh, sweet. The child. Hey, Jill, mind helping me over here? What do you need help with? Make a bleeding Jane, please. How many fucking customers have you got? I've got none. Just tell them to come over to me. Bleeding Jane. Die 3. Was heb ik gedaan? Oh shit. Oh no. Oh. Blended baby. Blended baby. Don't blend the baby. Bleed Jane. Bleed. Bleed, bitch. Bleed. Thank you. Hey Joe, do you hate me? Yeah. Probably. I don't know who you are, but probably. Probably is a good answer. Hate is a harsh word. An accurate word, but it's harsh. Not against you directly, but rather the fact only I can see you. Like I said, if they wanted to see me, they could. So why can I? This isn't allowed. You can't do this. You can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say that's against the rules. You broke the rules. What do you? Is that what are you? Is that like a what are you? Or is that a what are you talking about? What is that? That's a what are you? Okay. A cute girl. Okay, fair. But the nuance of my question was a bit like it implied like what role do you have? Why are you doing this? How are you doing this? Are you non-human? Just rolling my eyes at the like jukebox over there. Are you okay, Jill? Making a lot of faces at that Bloody Mary over there. You're just remembering stuff. Could you give me a hand while you're remembering stuff? Give me a beer, please. Beer for Gil. All mixed. Yeah. Would you lighten up if I showed you I could interact with the environment? Maybe it'll spook me, but let's try. Good timing. Well, I mean, you're a bit late, but better late than never. Wait, what? Wait, what? I wasn't looking. I wasn't looking at the screen, but I'm pretty sure the UI just changed. This is fucking meta. What the fuck? I didn't expect this. Okay, I can't see anything. You sure? Yeah, pretty sure. Weird. Yeah, actually it changed. What are you? Actually, no, I'm asking now. What are you? Dorothy! Nobody expects the Dorothy Inquisition. Dorothy! Dorothy Inquisition. Dorothy Inquisition. Dorothy Inquisition. Dorothy. Oh. Okay. Dorothy Inquisition. Dorothy Inquisition. Dorothy Inquisition. Bow! What a king. I can't believe I'm using the spare tongue so early in the night. Honey, I'm home. Hello, Dorothy. I'm making a quick stop before... I'm making a quick stop for a drink. Can I get a fluffy dream? You can. You can get the fluffiest dream in the world. I'm not going to give you too much. fluff dream. Oh yeah, before you leave. What? Are you guys throwing a New Year's party too? Yeah. Sure, I'll be there then. Let's go! Don't you lip seize me. Well, I got things to do, so you don't have anything to do. Oh, fuck. Who does what? Oh, sorry. Unique sneeze. Yeah, you know. Anyway, I'm out for now. Oh yeah, Joe. Take care of Becky, please. Who? Who? Am I forgetting a character? Who? Okay, fuck that noise. Characters. Fireworks are sold out everywhere. I'll need to get them through more shady beans. She's gonna buy them from the internet. It's what she's gonna do. She'll find them and put us all at risk of burning. I'll make sure there's an extra extinguisher at hand. Please do. Well, I guess that's it for today. Are you sure you're fine? I am, don't worry. Jill, mind if I ask the silly question? You rarely ever ask a normal question, but you can go ahead if you want. You've seen my clients. You can assume I don't mind silly questions. Silly answers can get on my nerves though. What do you want? What did you want? Do you know why they call them cat boomers? I mean, I guess the second set of years looked like a cat's, but the boomer part seems out of place. Oh, not so much when you consider the fact it's the parents that were called the boomers. So they just inherited the title because they've added cat to it. History with Jill. Let's go back a bit. You know why cat boomers, you do know why cat boomers look like that, right? Because they went through some anti-nanomachine rejection treatment while they were still a fetus, right? It's called the it's called the Yamazaki Romanova treatment. Or was it the Romaneko Yamada treatment? Yeah, this is the cat girl treatment. Not only was it the first successful genetic treatment on a fetus, but also the first way to fight nanomachine rejection. Moreover, that research had a bit of a rocky story. I went to go for the Rocky theme, but I accidentally did fucking Lupin the Third. Jesus Christ. Funding got cut in the middle of it at a critical point that could make or break the whole thing. Not to mention Zaibatsu Corp's record of not addressing nanomachine rejection at all. The rest of the research was funded by Maki Stengovich. Was it Stengovich? Let's call him Stengovich for now. He was a businessman whose unborn daughter got diagnosed with early nanomachine rejection. Stengovich funded research, and in a desperate move, his wife offered herself and her daughter as test subjects. Of course, I would assume it wouldn't be. Of course, the experiment was a success. The girl, Sylvia Stengovich, didn't die. She became a living testament of a scientific breakthrough. But then the story of how things played out for Sylvia got sensationalized in the media and created a weird fad. Parents made their unborn children go through the catification procedure even if they had no ailments at all. All because one random girl whose life got saved through that treatment became a media darling for a bit. A whole generation of kids with those cat-like protrusions got born. And their parents got called cat boomers? A generation of parents obsessed with those cat-like features. The fad quickly passed, but the term remained in use because they still existed. Eventually, cat boomer just started being used for people with protrusions instead of their parents. Right, okay. Well, you keep calling them protrusions instead of, like, you know, years. Any reason? Because that's what they are. What? They move like years. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Sure, they can move because they're somewhat connected to the facial and ear muscles. Thus, they can move like a cat's and react to their mood. But in the end, they're just random things with no real function. You can't hear through them. Okay. It still surprises me a bit, though, that the biggest mutation they get after the treatment is just, you know, things that look like years. Those years are a small miracle on their own. People have been born with no eyes for less intrusive procedures. Did you really think they were functional years? Let's just say I learned quite a bit today, okay? Sorry, I feel like I should apologize for talking so much instead. And keep in mind, I'm fucking up the tips. I don't remember any of them. I don't want you saying someone got protrusions because of a catification procedure. I'll keep it in mind. Wait. What? Yeah, the guy's name was Stenkovic. I think, yeah. I just remembered Sylvia Stenkovic was around my age when I was a teen. And there was some TV specials featuring her. And I just remembered I had the biggest crush on her. Now that I think about it, that crush had me very confused back then. But did you need to shout about it? My bad. Oops. Anyway, I'm out for the day. Okay, careful. All booze and no firecrackers mixed in, a dull girl. Rent is due, blah blah blah. Jailer's thinking a lot about Kira. Mickey, buying one of her posters will prevent her from being too distracted. Grease the wheels of capitalism! Yeah. A. Birth rates decrease as the youth prefers Lilim company. I can't really think of anything to say, but like that's fair. I can imagine. I don't know, obviously, but I can't imagine Lilim have many features that aren't desirable because they crafted. At the beginning of the century, the idea that people would rather be with robots instead of other humans was treated as a joke. That seems very odd. If they were having sentience, they would feel like that would be one of the higher things. But the reality is that the convenience of these kind of relationships have become immensely popular among Glitch City's youth, to the point where birth rates are beginning to decrease at an alarming rate. Annie May, a 70-year-old student, agrees with the general statement. It's just so much better than dealing with other people, you know? You can just make your own perfect partner. Oh, and sex is amazing. Ha 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 ha. Don't even get me started, but It's expected that new regulations will soon be announced to address that situation. Can you make regulations on that? That seems a bit... I'm stupid. I was about to say, that seems a bit dystopian. Like, no fucking shit, dude. You're playing cyberpunk bartender. That's the point. Sandals. Wearing socks with sandals is now a crime. Okay. I like to say we have the freedom to wear whatever we like in the streets of Glitch City, so long as we adhere to public decency rules. However, that's about to change. Glitch City's Department of Public Decency has declared that socks and sandals together is a punishable crime. Okay. If convicted, the guilty face 3 days in jail as punishment for using that abominable combo. What do you think? Should we wear whatever we want, or should the fashion police of high society decide for you? Whatever the case, I think I'll simply stick to the right side of the battle. Goodbye, socks and sandals. Gods be praised, finally a silly law I'm all in for. BTC closing 40% of its bars in Glitch City. The British Trademark Council is facing some economic troubles in Glitch City, and it looks like they're on their way out. Blaming rising inflation rates and the weak currency, the BTC has given the order to disband almost half of its recreational businesses in the city. We can't keep doing business like this. Glitch City has a negative impact on our earnings, and we can't continue in the red. A PR representative told the Augmented Eye. Prime Minister Quincy, on the other hand, thinks the BTC is too greedy. They make a lot of money already now. They make a lot of money already, and now they're crying because they can't make more. Give me a break. Oh yeah, this. Late to the party, Augmented Eye. Yuri. That bar called Valhalla. Ooh. Is it any good? I need a place to unwind after work. Normies are taking over. Everyone is in need just like me. Anyway, place is cool, but the bartender can be a bit of a dick. I haven't seen anyone. Or is this a time where I'm not going to work? Do I go to work? Do I have times where I don't go to work? How so? I've never been there, so I wouldn't know. Is she cute? You assume? I can take it if she's cute. Fair. She's cute, but I think she's a bit full of herself. The guy seems a bit more of a bro. I see you already had a conversation with her. Did she reject your advances? My girl got denied, and now they're ranting on 4chan. Times do not change. No, times change. Situations stay the same. Now I heard from the distance. So is that a no? Kind of. I mean, if you're just going there to chat, I just want a place to chill for a bit and meet new people. Can I smoke there? Is there any bar from the BTC where you can smoke? Nope. Well then, I think I'm going next week then. Sounds good enough to me. So I'm full of myself then, apparently. You are full of yourself. Damn, cat is insulting me. Any tips for a new friend in this wonderful land? Oh boy. Self-deprecating thread. Don't trust the white knights, and don't go out after 5 PM unless you want to be mugged or murdered. Bring a portable chair everywhere. You'll have to line up for the flower. Lol. get used to eat. Get used to eat. Get used to eat what you find. Shortages are getting out of hand. I've been eating rice with butter for months, but I guess it could be worse. Don't jinx it, please. I have enough as it is. So coming here was a mistake then. Why would you come here? I don't know, I was visiting family and I want to take them out. End their lives. Do it while you can. Yeah, airlines are leaving the city, so we won't even be able to escape. Cray. Can I get some weed in this crap hole somewhere? Yeah, just PM to a good dealer. Unless I'm mistaken, my grandpa lived here before they turned it into a glitch city. Nope. Pow, 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 work. Pow, pow. Will we see someone? Believe it. Hey. Okay, so we've got almost everything, but we're still missing a couple of things for Saturday. Okay. And so I designate you, Gillian. Gillian Applegate. As official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff. Applegate? I don't know. I don't know who that is. I have no clue. Why me? Well, I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady to fend for herself. And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times. And you're not saying anything, Jill? If it means not being delivery girl, I think I'm okay with faking helplessness. Fine, give me that list. I'll be back. Eventually. Something tells me you're planning something. What gives you that impression? Call it a gut feeling? Did you know Gil has a crush? That's random. What? A client of his, a girl that owns a bazaar. I don't know what a bazaar is. She's been coming onto him for ages, but he's only just started opening up. But he's taking steps backward, and I'm not gonna let him. He's opening up for fuck's sake. And so the errands will take him to the bazaar, I assume? That's right. Didn't take you as a cupid. Well then, off for work. As for me, I put on re-snowfall and not fucking rebase. Just flail. Don't even like groove a bit. You just flail your entire body. Gila with a crush on this place. Great. Oh, if it isn't, say Hiromiki. Hey Jill, sorry, but is there any way I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Stalked woman incoming. The door's open. In. Go, go, go. Both the laughs. Thanks, as always. Raju. Hello there. Oh, hi there. The other one, that's the bathroom. Wait, what's the dog doing in the bathroom? Donovan D. Dawson. Now, where did she... Chav. I remember you. I remember your accent. Accent's a bit of a stretch. Oh, the yellow. Perfect. Hey kid, I love the usual. Right. He remembered me after 2 weeks. That's wait. He remembered me after 2 weeks. That's surprising. I think my version's better, you know. Here you go. This seems right. What the fuck you mean seems right? It's a beer and it's big. It's the thing that you order. Paper's been a mess lately. You'd think that with all that's happening, they'd stay more and do more reports, but they're all asking for vacations and I can't afford to be unstaffed. Not a one bit. So I had to come up with some sort of reward for whoever produces the most work. I see no difference on my feed though. Mr. Donovan, I don't mean to sound rude, but you do know about the infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, don't you? a shitty page that will over sensationalize anything and report on useless shit. Of course I know, I made it. Then why not try to rectify the image? Twitter simply, I'm getting CBT'd in the least pleasant way possible. The Zaibatsu Corp and the company have an eye on every publication they haven't bought yet. Vote on them once, and they'll find something to fine you with. Twice, and you'll find your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, and the best case scenario is they'll buy the damn operation to keep you quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever it is the lackeys have picked out this week, but if I overstep, my ass is on the line. I didn't think of it there. Glad to see this hell all's in one piece. The BTC has been going apeshit with closing bars recently. Ah, yeah, that. Yesterday they closed one that served as a key part of a drug trafficking ring. And last week, they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants. Illegal chicken restaurants, okay. Not to mention, there are like 100 people who have BTC certifications but never use them. Instead, they keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their houses or whatever. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin at the BTC after this whole thing. Man, shit ran deeper than I thought. No news outlets talked about it. Alright kids, have a moonblast then. Come again? Hey, even I have to break the routine every now and again. Moonblast. Donovan D. Dawson. Plow. Rock splendid. Bow, ba ba da bow. What if you could mod music into this? I wouldn't do it unless I was doing like if I was playing the game again. But I wouldn't do it now because obviously it's the first time I've done it. Now let's see what all this ruckus is about then. So what brought you here? No. Alright, you didn't see a Lilium come through here, did you? Blue hair, huge tits. I can't say with a straight face. I really can't. She's one from the Encore concert coming up. Not really. Did she jump to the roof then? Can Lilium do that? Why were you looking for her? Did you want an interview or something? Nah, not really, just hitting on her. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring. Why though? Are you that bored on you have like a family or something? Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits. And also hot ass and tits. Bloody hell, this character. Fuck yeah. I was suffering the weirdest of combos being hard as fuck. And curious as shit is right now. Okay. I just want to know how detailed those king class shear models are personally. That's all I want to know. And so you folder. I've yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson. Well, you're in front of one, and I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. I mean, he could also just not be putting the charms on you. Not that that would do anything, you still wouldn't work. But like I said, don't you have a family? I mean, a wife, but that woman cheats on me, so like cheats on her. Oh my god. Oh, this game's good. I love this game. In fact, I'm pretty sure, it's pretty convinced that she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her. Bloody hell. So anyway, more importantly, Lily missing you, is she? I have to find a busty replacement night, otherwise I'll explode. Jesus Christ. Didn't need to know. Oh, and also after you're done staring, can you get me a pile driver? Just pile drive him. Blah 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 blah. Fuck. Dumb shit, stupid idiot, silly bitch. Eh? Ah! Oh, here you go. Alright then. Well, seeing as she ain't here, I got no reason to stay. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her. Alma, are you here? The guy left. Oh, alright. Thanks for sheltering me. Thanks for sheltering me, Dana. Hope your sister likes the video. No, thank you. Seems like you had a hearty talk. Your boss is such a fun person. Her sister's a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple of photos. How nice of you. It's nothing really, and she did hide me. It's the least I could do. But well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet? The idol wants a sweet thing. Sugar rush. 2, 2, 4, 6. Moonblast. Bow, 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 bow. Moonblaster. Moonblaster. Fuck. Wow. I want to see if I can make most of these in real life. But like, not from the description or anything, but from like the flavor profile, because that's sweet, that's alcohol. I can't remember the other two. Bronson is bitter, I know. Here you go. Thanks. So do you know why Donovan was following you? I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. His questions were a bit over the line last time too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him. I see. Seems like he was just trying to come on to you. You don't say. Well, not like he'd have a chance anyway. I'm not into older guys, and I'm already committed to a relationship. You are? I'm in a relationship with my music. Wait, you are? It's not common knowledge, and the ones that hear it try to dismiss it as rumors, but... Oh, wow! Peace out! Just gives me Idolmaster images. Really? Well, we were both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. But it all started when he read an entry I made on my blog about wanting to experience love and the like. He offered me the help with that, and I thought, sure, why not? That sounds like a fucking plot. I already knew him well enough, it wouldn't hurt to try. How nice. He's a stick in the mud where planning is due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise. I see. You know, I've met 2 fans of yours lately. Really? Both of them seemed extremely excited when talking about you. I don't much like the term fan, but as it strikes me as a bit pretentious in my opinion, but I have many fans doesn't sit well. I have many people who like my music, it sits better. Fan evokes an uglier image and a more pretentious image for me. Do you like what I do, Jill? Do you like my music? Well, to be honest, I haven't had much exposure to your work, but the few things I've heard are good. I'm not gonna lie, I have talked to you. I feel like I would support you even if I didn't like it. Ah, so nice to hear. Hey, this will sound familiar, but do you have anything tea-like? Bottled drinks. Mulan tea. That's it. Oh, wow. Something tea-like. If I remember correctly, something bitter but girly is fine too. Here you go. Perfect. Hey, you're a King Class T1A, right? That I am. Then may I ask you something about your model? Sure. Are there any differences between you and a DFC 2072? Well, we both serve the same purpose, but DFC 72s have a port on their heads which make them a bit more versatile. My line lacks that or the resilience of the DT-01Ds. The Toids. But we're a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voice emulators are far more advanced, and our movements are smoother. A trade-off of functionality and power for experience. I'm just gonna restart the sentence to be honest. A trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say. I see. I mean, the voice isn't appearance, so I mean, technically it is. Not visually, but how someone appears to you, you can count their voice in it. So, anything new for this concert? Well, it is an encore, so we're trying to make it the same for those who couldn't go to the first one. But we always try to spice it up with like, maybe with a surprise song or something. There was one time I sang a cover of a song by B-Link. Of course, in return, they sang Your Love Is a Drug. Ah, so you know the B-Link girls? Really nice kids. You'd be surprised how different from their onstage personas they are. Really? Suzu, for example, can be really childish at times, but she also laughs a lot, and very loudly at that. Meanwhile, Aina is a party girl through and through. If they're not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy. Hard to believe. I mean, their image is that of a stoic girl with little expression. Almost like living Victorian dolls or something. Well, they wanted to pop out in the public, and that's what they did. They once told me if you want people to notice us, we have to break the cutesy idol concept. And so they took the opposite route by becoming cool beauties with melancholic songs. Realized who was saying that halfway through. Very good. I wouldn't say they went the opposite way. The opposite of cutesy idols would be unkept, tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol and hate. I know, that sounds fun. Hey. I'll echo a bit of A. I mean, if you're gonna A, do the what's it called? The symbol with the E and the A are combined. Be amazing. A. True, I suppose. Well, I've got to go, but let's have a sparkle star first. Alright, a sparkle star for the Miss Idol. Sparkle star. Of course, sparkle star. There it is. 1, 2. In die 3. Pedal. That's all you're getting. Age mix pow. Spark star. Sparkling. There it is. Well, it's always a pleasure, Jill. Always a pleasure. Please come again. Will do. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. No. I am from a very unknown place called the UK. Specifically, one of the Celtic areas. Oh, the handsome bartender. Nice to see you. Bar skills back. Time to take a break. Oh, break time. Oof. Save that. Break. Exit. Now safe to keep playing. Good, good. I'm from Brazil. Well, I've heard good things about Brazil. That's all I can say. I've never been anywhere really. Let's spice it up. Throw some everything in this slot. Say bum 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 bum. Base of Titans? Not Base of Titans. Follow the Trail. Showtime. Re-Snowfall. Snowfall. It's the snowfall. Alright then. Ellipses. Gil, you're in my spot. Don't know if you know that. Oh, sorry. Also, you're cleaning one of Boss's chicken buckets. Did Boss ask you to clean the chicken bucket? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Well, a bit, yeah, I would, honestly. Well, let's go with that then. Yeah, she told me to clean the bucket. Stella! Ah, Stella, what can I get you? I'll go with a Bleeding Jane today. A Bleeding Jane for Stella. 1 Bronson, 3 powdered, and 3 Flanagite. Blended. I've never been a Bloody Mary before. I want to try it. Though I'm not a fan of most of the ingredients that go into it, so I don't know. Thank you. Well, what brought you here today? Waiting for say? Hey. I came here by myself, actually. I was in the area and stopped by to say hi. And get a drink. Apparently. Oh. It's pretty interesting, though. When I first saw you, I doubted you'd ever come here again. Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. So quiet and secluded. Perfect, even. It's also clean, really clean. Well, Gil is the one you know to that, including the chicken bucket. The guy takes pride in how he cleans and how he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning staff, go away. He's a nice pick. Really now? Ellipses. He's a bit out of it today though, so ignore that. I see. Hey Jill, have you heard of the new gold rush in this city? Gold rush? Everyone is paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of white knight suits. I think I've heard or read something about that, but I'm having doubts, so probably not. Any case, how's it a gold rush? Well, the tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the events of the bank... after the events at the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, bricking many of them in the process. Many units dropped their armor right then and there and fled when the lynchings went on. Any white knights still stuck in their suits had to take off the armor manually and run away. It all happened in the middle of the lynching, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky, they got beaten up while they weren't able to move. So between the suits becoming glorified paperweights and many white knights going for the run, there ended up being quite a lot of junk laying around. But the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They're on a race to reverse engineer the suits and make as much technology as possible from them. And of course, even single pieces of armor fetch high prices these days. Could anyone see any profit from that research just to justify these expenses? It's new tech, a new field ripe for patience, just open for many. So I'd say yes. I mean, the BTC is literally a conglomerate built on patience and trademarks, so I can see how. There is one weird case though. Oh, there's a guy named Jack, and he's the captain of a very unique Blitzkrieg Corps unit. Unique. The guy had a really small unit, 5 people, including himself. The aesthetics of his unit's armor was heavily modded to the point they looked like a squad of henshin heroes. What? Jill, come on, are you that uncultured? Stella. They looked really gaudy. But it turned out that the guy actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. He has some of the few, if not, only suits of armor with the OS intact. To say they're among the most wanted people would be a bit of an understatement. Damn, you know a lot about this apparently. It's interesting the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kind in the same place. What a coincidence, I also do that. It also helps to put a front that makes people lower their guard. That should sound familiar to you. true. Wait. Here's a freebie, a fun fact. The failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces. But regulations and laws didn't allow that kind of technology near civilians. I guess Zaibatsu Corps even have its limits nowadays. People love to demonize Zaibatsu Corp because, let's face it, they're far from innocent, but they're not evil overlords, they're just greedy, they're just a big corporation and will sacrifice people if they're able to. They just so happen to have control over what tantamount to a city-state. But corporations will naturally resort to draconian methods. I've heard horror stories of people outside the city trying to use product placement. If you so much as hold a bottle in the wrong way, or get in the way of a logo, you'll be in lots of trouble. And let's not start with the theme parks or the like. Those are dystopian in their own way. But then again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy being a clown. It doesn't matter, he has no power anyway. He's just a front of whatever council behind Zaibatsu Corp chose. He makes a fool of himself, and the attention is taken away from whatever it is the Zaibatsu Corp is actually doing. Yeah, that is true. So what you're saying is that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park. I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so I'd say yes. No, seriously, hen what? It doesn't matter. Can I get a brandini, please? Sure, let's henchino brandini for her. Each mixed foul. Here's the brandini for the cat boomer. It's the time to raise your good mood. So I take it you're in a good mood today. Does it show? A bit. Yeah, well, I managed to nab up a couple of tickets for the Kira Mickey Encore concert. Nice. Alright, as it turns out, she was just here. Again? Apologies. Again? I can't believe I missed her again. I was surprised too. Well, I was more surprised when she remembered my name. And like last time, she was quite graceful. And those rumors about her being really nice in person were actually true. Amazing, unless this is all an act she does to everyone. I mean, you always want famous people to be nice in real life, but having such backing to that claim, to hear that she's so nice to everyone, it's nice to hear, you know? In fact, many think that's what made her famous so quickly. How she's down to earth and totally accessible, making her someone everyone wants to root for. Ah, I see. Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people. Crappy people. Hey Squidward, you like crappy people. Although to be honest, I've never put much thought into that one. Hell, half the time I have no idea who made what I use, nor do I care. Well, being a nice person will take you far though. My daddy always insisted that being ruthless in the boardroom doesn't mean being an ass. And he has actually managed to get certain contracts over more other powerful people. All thanks to being a nice guy overall. Sounds like good advice, but more importantly, daddy? I agree. Do you really believe me saying she was... Do you really believe me saying she was just here that easily? Well, you're not I just don't think you're I don't think you're the person to lie about this type of thing. Well, thanks, I suppose. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about the security and stuff? Well, my father always has a unit keeping an eye on me from a distance. And you'd be surprised at how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap. You got a lot of hair, so, you know. I wonder if I could get in the disabled line with Say and her wounds. Although she'd probably nag me and complain about how she doesn't need it and we shouldn't abuse it. Well, can you get me a classic drink? Beer, and drink frothy water. Look at your beer then. Eh? Beer! Here you go. Thank you. Do you have many servants around the house, Stella? Almost says Satella then. I do, but they've been with us for so long they're basically family. My dad has always said that if you earn someone's trust, they'll gleefully work for you and everyone wins. We even had a young gardener that left to study engineering and he actually came back. Where the fuck did he study engineering yet, like then? Ah, so he just comes there. He still comes by every weekend to tend to the plants. Man, that sounds nice. Just straight up nice. Let me know if you are ever in need of the job. I might find you something. Oh, thanks for the offer. Wait. Oh. I just realized something off with the whole gold rush story. And that would be... Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyway? I get trying to crack it in the first place, but... That would be true if the tech was patented in the first place. It isn't. Zaibatsu have been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable that they never patented anything. A patent would be in a database, and someone could hack that and retrieve that information. Not to mention they've been using tech from other companies without authorization. Authorization, Jesus Christ. And no patent registry, Jesus. My English is drowning like a, I don't know, something that drowns. Let alone how it immobilized everyone still inside of those suits. So the ones that were upholding the law did so using the suits that are all by all means illegal. The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say? Why do it though? Well, when you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. All that power makes you think you're above every law there is. And this city is what happens when those with money start making the rules. I'm curious though, have you ever covered up any fuck-ups by using money? I think we've all done things we're not proud of at some point in our lives. Well, Jill, I gotta go. It's always a pleasure. Please come again. Alma. No hello? You're pretty insistent on the hello, aren't you? You're pretty insistent on the hello, aren't you? Well, it's basic courtesy, something I will fight to uphold. First the greeting stop, then saying please and thanks stops before, you know it, boom, total anarchy. You are exaggerating, but you know, I'm not. In fact, I'll go through that door again and expect you to greet me properly this time. I'm not doing it, unless I'm forced to. Fine. Hello, Jill. Once upon a midnight really was while I pondered, weak and weary. Over a many quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping. As one gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis a visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this and nothing more." "You overdid it. You overdid it. You completely overdid it," quoth the bartender. "I did not." "So you like poetry?" I had a phase. What is it? I can remember. Just give me one single more cell. I need one more cell in my brain to help me remember. Devil May Cry. V. The angel that presided over my birth said, "Little creature made of joy and mirth, go love without the help of anything on earth." There you go. Let's start with a big cobalt velvet. BC. I said a little. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh. Rocks mixed. Ka-chow! Here you go. Thanks. Oh yeah, there's something I've been wondering about for a while. Does the name Shadow Master 69's Chronicles ring any bells? Oh wow, you went pale. No, the name doesn't ring any bells. I don't have any bells. May 22nd, today my daily card readings told me that I'd meet great change thanks to an old man. My biology teacher told me I'd been picked for an inter-school contest with my latest essay. I just knew a scientific theory on the idea of auras was as revolutionary as I thought. Soon I'll bring the world into an occult science singularity. Later entries don't seem to have gone that well though. Mentions of being laughed at and lectured on why the essay was wrong. How you gonna harass Jill? She's serving you a drink, she can spike you immediately. I made sure to delete that blog immediately. No, that shouldn't exist. Well, you didn't do the best of job. I can think of at least 6 different sources from the top of my head that have all the stuff archived. Why? What? Why bother? It's a random thing. Sheesh, relax, it's not that bad. What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing that entire thing is? We've all been young, Jill, relax. It's not like you're still like that anyway. That would be embarrassing. You're not still like that, right? God, no, I gave up the whole thing ages ago. It's just that remembering all that stuff is cringe. I don't know, I liked the way you looked. All dressed in black with the Ray accessory popping out thanks to the colors. I mean, at least you had the decency to use makeup and take care of yourself. So you have a picture as well. Oh god, you've got a fucking picture. Why'd you do this to me? Well, I'd like to give a reasonable reason, but I was just bored. Last Friday, I had the mind to... I had to take my mind off the whole Diana thing, so I ran a small background check on you. Simple stuff, checking past internet activity. Please don't run background checks on me. I just used a search engine, you know? I didn't request documents or anything. What led you to the page? You do realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? Like I said, relax. You're obsessed with occultism, and I wanted to kiss all the boys. And I kinda almost accomplished that in middle school, which still sort of haunts me today. Never underestimate the lengths old classmates will go to track you down, especially if they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun, and they're lonely to boot. We all have things we're not too proud of as adults. Now I know how criminals feel when evidence is used against them. I have to ask though, why the 69? It was supposed to be 69, not 69. Like the reference to the lovers and the hermit. I was convinced it meant wise choices. Jill, there's nobody that would read that as 69. Put a hyphen between them at least. But I was 12. Even at 12, I fucking knew what 69 was. Just how innocent were you? You have no clue. Well then, let's sweeten things up. I'll have a sugar rush. Sugar rush! Wave dive! Mixed sugar rush. Here you go. This is the thing. Say, Alma, speaking of the past, what was your last long-term relationship like? That's sudden? You've dug through my past, so I think I got a ticket to do that to yours. Fine, fine. Long-lasting relationships. Romantic ones, I'm assuming? Yeah. Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends who I'd describe as such. I've introduced to my family and all. The first one was in high school. I broke with him because he cheated on me. Very cool. I remember the other girl trying to pick a fight and me just saying, keep the fucker. How you gonna fight like the original girl? How does that work? I'm the girl your guy cheated on you with. Now I want to fight you. Sitting. The second one was during my freshman year. I broke up with him after he thought it would be funny to punch me in the arm. He starts with he starts with a friendly hit, and before you know it. Anyways, the other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. He was interested in marriage, but he wanted to get married only after half of the year after knowing him. And then there's Richard. Who? I spent almost 4 years with him. We got along pretty well, we had awesome chemistry, I truly loved him, but as time went by there was a rift that started separating us. He just didn't like my family. Well, I mean, you don't seem to like your family either, to be fair. You know, if he had a distaste to the people who didn't have any wrongdoings, then that's fair, but do you seem to have some choice words to some of your family members? Moreover, he wasn't a family person. He distanced himself from his own and voiced that he didn't want kids. Okay. There was part of me that wanted to believe, even if just for a little bit, that maybe he'd change his mind, but as much as I loved him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us. And at one point I had to just break up with him. But I'm not here to depress you. Bring me a beer, will you? Beer for Amber. Oh, new boy. The fuck's a beer? Oh yeah, classic beer. Hello and welcome to the I make virtual drinks for anime characters very early in the morning. The stream. Beer. I've got a beer for the blonde girl. Don't mention it. Okay, I have one more question and then we're even. Nice voice acting. Thanks. I used to be someone who sung in small, by small I mean very small areas, and that worked out a bit. Why were you here? I don't know. Fate. That fate, you know, that thing that doesn't exist. Fate brought you here to this stream with no viewers. To the channel with very little subscribers. But you know, if you're enjoying yourself, that's all that matters. And if you're not enjoying yourself, I mean, find something that makes you enjoy yourself. That's all you gotta do. Life's about, you know, doing things that you enjoy. Anyway, game. Slipped into a little bit of deep talk there on accident. Wow, you really are embarrassed of that blog, aren't you? Sure, ask away. Well, at what age did you get those implants on your boobs? Jill, calm down a bit. At least pull back on the topics. Ellipses. Jill, I love you, and I know you're saying that in jest, but I've lived through so many rumors about me getting plastic surgery that I can't and won't take it as a joke. Yeah, you know, I didn't make the channel to have subscribers anyway. Only recently started doing videos and streams. I mainly just wanted to, well, to be completely honest, I wanted to have something where I could have the idea of possibly entertaining someone, because I went through difficult times, and having YouTube put on just make me laugh has helped. So I thought, even if I'm just some random person, maybe I can do the same, and if I can, then my goal's been achieved, and I hope it will be achieved. Even if only one person it does it for, that does that for me. They're real and they're spectacular. Now the real question before I slap you, I'll grant you one and only one chance to call me by my full name as a compensation then. Why YouTube and not Twitch? Well, be completely honest, I don't like the way Twitch is laid out. It's really confusing to me. I can't tell if I'm just stupid. Well, no, I can't. I know I'm a bit stupid, but the layout of Twitch just seems very like a maze-like, and YouTube just has everything I need. New videos and streams they put on your subscriptions, and if someone's streaming, it's all on the side. Everything I want is there, and I already use YouTube to see my entertainment, so you know, if I already have it for my entertainment, I may as well just have it for streaming as well, since it's as easy as start stream. That's the only reason, really. And I don't even know what the benefits of either platform is, so I just chose the one that was easier for me. It's funny that you mentioned slapping, because my real question was, why did you get your hands chopped? I'm actually Welsh, living in, you guessed it, Wales. The hidden, extremely hidden country in the UK. Because people know about Scotland, people know about Ireland, and some people know about Wales. Well, you know, gotta give it to the English. They did a good job in pushing us out. I was have fun joking about that. Oh yeah, Alma, why did you chop your hands? Chopped. Well, there are a couple of reasons. The first is that I spend lots of time typing, and these replacements help to avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. That was pronounced weirdly, but as it is. Well, it's currently 2 o'clock in the morning, so it's not Yeah, if I was talking with friends that I've known for a while, I'd probably let the Welshness out, but you know, Welsh isn't, I mean, any accent is a bit, you know, difficult to understand, so I've tried to pull the accent back a bit to make it more understandable for people. Though sometimes it still catches on the bit of non-understanding. There's other utilities like how I can interface with many devices. For example, there's a tiny computer embedded in my glasses. Yeah, well, you know, I don't have much time to use, so I normally stream at 12-ish. In fact, I think I've managed to do that at pretty much every time I stream, which is impressive. Oh wow, that's impressive. I remember as if I went there myself. My great grandfather had a very weird but fun hobby of bringing home like small bits from the war. I don't know why, but he brought like just not like a helmet or anything, but a piece of metal that he found. It was odd, but you know, I mean, if you're out there, it's got to be quite traumatizing. So do whatever you need to keep your mind off it, nah? I suppose. The Welsh the Drunken Fizz. Funny you mentioned that because I happen to have a large quantity of alcoholic beverages very close next to me. I wonder how many I have. I'd say, if I were to estimate, I'd say I have at least 21 bottles of rum. Which reminds me, I probably need to get a new bottle of my 12-year. Shh, they can't know. They'll never find me. Ah yes, she's talking about her hands. I completely forgot about it. How did your family take the operation? They, well, took it well enough, except for my mother, who freaked out for around a couple of months. She even went to the hospital to ask for my hands, as if that was possible. Don't you miss them? Sometimes, but just during emotional moments, but as luck would have it, someone else has them. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident on the highway. One of the victims was this young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. Oof. I told them to check if we were compatible. Can hands be uncompatible? I know livers can, but like, you know. I'm glad to know that the Welsh at least have some stories going around. Makes you, you know, it makes you happy to see your people showing a bit, because Scottish has got a lot of stuff. Well, like I said, do what makes you happy. That's the entire point of everything. See you. I mean, implants are not everyone's first choice if they can get a natural replacement. A bit of cosmetic treatment and it could pass off as an original hand with no problem. Ah, yes, but that would make sense. Like I said, my intelligence isn't the highest stat of mine. I'd say it would probably be one of the lowest. Random knowledge, I'm decent. Intellect on things that are useful, not so much. Last I heard, we were compatible and the family agreed to the donation. I don't know what became of her, but I hope she's okay. That's at least all I hope. And I thought that sentence didn't have an I in it at all. And you didn't tell your mother about that? I didn't want her pestering a poor girl who had lost her hands recently. I'm sure you understand. So, are we cool now? Are we even? Are we? You were pretty pissed about the comment regarding your boobs. Well, there you go. We have something to relate to each other about. Always a good thing, relating to people. Don't know if it's a good thing to relate to people about lack of intellect, though. Better than nothing, I suppose. Again, I'm sorry it sounded a lot less rude in my head. Yes, don't worry about that. Besides, I get to call you Julianne once. No, you don't. What? Why? You just call me by my full name, so you don't get to call me it. Are you serious? Quite serious. Only chance? Only. One chance and only chance. And you just used it. God damn it. Oh god, Anna's back. Say nothing. Hey Alma, this might be a weird tangent, but do you believe in ghosts? Not particularly, no. Although there was this one paper I read once that was quite interesting. Oh. It proposed a scenario where nanomachine clusters would leave the body after death and then acted as a collective hive mind through residual brainwaves. That seems like a massive stretch. The result would basically be an image not unlike hologram. Of course the hypothesis fell because the nanomachine density is impossible in a body. Even 5% of the amount needed is enough to make the blood too dense for a human heart. It's not like brainwaves are potent enough to create those reactions anyway. Still an interesting read though. I see. Don't give me that look, it's not my fault you can't convince yourself you're not crazy. Well then, I'll leave, and I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe. All done? I am. What about Gil? Is he done? Or is he still being weird? For some reason, the idol girl left him like that, it seems. You think? It, might have been while he was out. True. Hey, Bess? Hey, Bess! Hey, boss, are you a fan of wrestling? I mean, you were a wrestler, so... That I am. Why? I was wondering, isn't wrestling, like, fake? Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade syndrome? Chew, neep, your 8th grade what? When you get down to it, wrestling is as real as soap opera. Well, not then. I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you would solve legal problems through a good old wrestling, but... No, seriously, 8th grade what now? But if you don't go around calling soap operas fake, it's a show, so it just so happens to use fights as an expression of what the show does. You might as well see it as a new form of theatre. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake. I didn't think about it like that. Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. So now I have to go and break Gil's back to make you humble. Oh, wait, Gil? I don't think Gil needs this stuff. Come here, fuckboy! Oh. 8th grade what now? No mistakes. Who would have thought we'd get a bona fide idol in the bar? Multiple times as well. We're charged with the money. Have a nice day. Blah, blah, blah. Yay. Well, that's not the right one. I'd say that was fun. I chatted with chat. I played 2 days of the story and it's still going. I don't have any clue on how long this game is, but what I do know is it's fun, and I'm slightly hoping it just doesn't end. Yeah. Good night, good morning, and good day.